Solve two-step equations. To solve a two-step equations, undo the addition or subtraction first, then undo the multiplication or division. Example 1. Solve 7v minus 3 equals 25 and check your solution. Okay, solve 7v minus 3 equals 25 means find the value of v, meaning a number, then multiply by 7 and subtract by 3 gives me 25. So to do that, we're going to do this. We're going to first eliminate the negative 3. The idea is leave the v, the letter, in one side of the equal sign and the number in the other side of the equal sign. So we start in the original equation and we start by removing or undo the addition or subtraction first. This is a subtraction, so in order to undo it, I have to apply the opposite operation, meaning adding. I'm going to add 3 this side and add 3 the other side. In both sides, I need to add 3. So the equation remained balanced. When I add 3 and negative 3, these go away. Negative 3 plus positive 3 is 0. And I have 7v on the left side equals 25 plus 3, that is 28. So I'm going to have 7v equals 28. Now, then undo the multiplication or division. Do we have a multiplication here? Yes, it's 7 times v. So in order to undo the multiplication, I have to divide by 7. So I'm dividing here by 7. This side and the other side divide by 7. When I divide here, 7 divided by 7, these cancel each other because 7 over 7 is 1. 1 times v is v. And 28 divided by 7 is 4. And I have my v in one side of the equation and a number in the other side, and my v equals 4. How am I going to check? Oh, just replace my v in the original equation by 4 and multiply through the numbers and see if the left side gives me 25. 7v minus 3 is 7 times 4, the value of v we just found, minus 3. 7 times 4 is 28, minus 3 is 25, so the check is correct and the solution is v equals 4. For example 2, we're going to solve negative 10 equals 8 plus 3x. We need to find the value of x. Well, in order to do that, we need to leave. The idea is to leave the x in one side and the right side of the equal sign and all the numbers in the other side. So first of all, we have to undo the addition of subtraction, meaning we have an addition here, adding 8, so I need to subtract the 8, both sides. So what I'm doing here is subtracting 8 this side of the equation. Let's divide this as right side and left side. So negative 8, subtract 8 in the right side, subtract 8 in the left side, do the numbers, and you have negative 10 minus 8, negative 18. This 8 and this negative 8 go away, and I have left over 3x. So 3x equals negative 18. Now we have a multiplication here. We have to undo it by dividing both sides by 3. So I'm going to divide this one by 3 and this one by 3 is what it's doing in this step. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. This is 1. So I can cancel them because 1 times x is x equals negative 18 over 3, that is negative 6, because 18 over 3 is 6 and I have to carry the negative. So x equals 6. We're going to check it. In order to check it, we have to replace in my original equation the x by 3. By negative 6, I'm sorry. So 3 times negative 6 plus 8 equals negative 10. Negative 18 is this multiplication times negative 8 plus 8 is negative 10. So negative 10 equals negative 10, and I checked that my solution for x equals negative 6. Let's do exercise number 1. 4y plus 1 equals 13. Solve each equation and check your solution. Okay, to solve the equation I need to find for what value of y this is true. So what I'm going to do first is, since I have an addition, I'm going to undo this addition by subtracting both sides of the equation. I'm going to do a line so you know which one is one side and the other one, the left side and right side. I'm going to subtract 1 in the left side and also in the right side. So I make a line and I start adding vertically. 4y plus 0, 4y. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Okay? And 13 minus 1 is 12. So I have 4y equals 12, because 4y plus 0 is 4y. Now I have a multiplication, 4 times y. I have to undo it by dividing by 4 both sides. I need to do it both sides so the equation remains balanced. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so I cross them out, and I have that y equals 12 divided by 4 is 3, so y equals 3. How I'm going to check this? Okay, just replace the y equals 3 in the original equation here. So I'm going to do 4 times 3 plus 1 and see how much I got. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 equals 13. 13 equals 13, so I check the equation and this is extremely correct. For exercise number 2, 6x plus 2 equals 26, we're to do the same procedure. This is the equal sign. I make a line here, and since I have an addition, I have to undo it by subtracting 2 from this side and this side. I'm going to subtract 2, I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. Make a line and I start adding. 6x plus 0 is 6x, 2 minus 2 is 0, 26 minus 2 is 24, equal. Then is the same thing as 6x equals 24. Okay, now I have the 6 multiplying the x. I'm going to undo the multiplication by dividing. Divide by 6, divide by 6. 6 over 6 cancel. X equals 24 divided by 6, that is 4. My x equals 4. To see if it is correct, I'm going to replace it in my original equation here and see 6 times my value of x is some x, 4, plus 2, and see how much I have. Is 26? Is 26? I put an interrogation mark because I'm going to do the numbers and see if this left side equals 26. 6 times 4, 24. Plus 2, 26. So this side is 26 equals 26, and am I correct? Yes, x equals 4, and I checked it out. Let's solve two-step equations in problem solving. Golf. It cost $12 to attend a golf clinic with a local pro. Buckets of balls for practice during the clinic cost $3 each. How many buckets can you buy at the clinic if you have $30 to spend? Okay, buckets for balls, we need to write it with a letter. Let's say B. Buckets, the number of buckets of balls, okay? Let's start writing the equation. We have a total of $30 to spend. So this total of $30 is going to be equal to what? What I'm going to be spending? What is going to be my cost? Okay, my cost to attend the golf clinic is going to be $12. And each of the buckets of balls is going to be $3 each. So I'm going to add $3 times the number of buckets of balls I use. So what I need to find here is my variable given by the letter B, the buckets of balls. If I have $30 total to spend and I have $12 of the cost to attend the golf clinic. So I have an equation here with one variable B. I'm going to solve it. How do I do that? Okay, the same way as we always do. We first undo the addition. 12 is adding to this one, so I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. 13 minus 12, how much is it? 30 minus 10 is 20, is 18. So this is 18 equals, this goes away, 12 minus 12 is 0, and I have left over 3b. Now I'm going to undo the multiplication by dividing by 3 both sides. Divide by 3 both sides. This goes away, and b left over equals 18 divided by 3. Okay,